For WHUR Digital, I'm Janae Addison, a local Starbucks store creating change a cup of coffee at a time. The Anacostia Community Store isn't just your average coffee shop. With its outreach programs and initiatives, it's transforming the often crime-riddled narrative and perception of Southeast DC, showcasing the potential for positive growth and development. Here to talk about the impactful work are two community-minded baristas, Shantice Weeks and Jamal Boyd.
It's a pleasure to be able to be here.
I just want to say thank you very much for having me. I appreciate this opportunity very much.
First off, I hear the amazing work that you guys are doing in the Anacostia Community Starbucks. Can you discuss the role of the Anacostia Community Store in terms of changing the narrative and perception of Southeast DC and showcasing the potential positive growth and development there?
The role of the Starbucks. So initially, I believe that once the Starbucks came to the neighborhood, I think they were kind of like up in the air on what to expect. They didn't understand, I guess, the demographic, and they didn't know how it would be received. So they were really scared. So I think them inviting the community and making it a community store really opened the doors for them, or for us, I should say, for me and Shantice, because once they got so in depth into the community with like the children's center, we do the Children of Mine. We also go into the homeless shelters and things like that. Once they got so embedded into that, it brought so many more people to the store needing help. If it's toys, if it's anything, it brings people to the store because of how in depth that they've gotten, or we've gotten, I should say.
And to piggyback off of that, I think the 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 famous line we hear the most is for people that haven't seen the Starbucks yet, because it's been there for 3 years, is there's a Starbucks in the hood. And they just get so excited. Like they would have never expected a Starbucks on MLK, let alone a community Starbucks where there's a community room where people in the community can come and showcase their business. Or we just had the mayor's office have representatives come and use the community room for people to register to vote. And like that really changed the whole trajectory of the whole MLK area. Like the community Starbucks down MLK is literally like a hub.
You touched upon something that I want to discuss a little bit more at large. You mentioned how the mayor used the community room at the Starbucks. So what kind of other outreach programs does the Anacostia Community Store offer?
We just literally had coffee with a cop, and that was today. That was on Wednesday, and that's basically just trying to get the community to come together with the police department, because it has a negative image. The police department kind of have a negative image in the Black community, most importantly. And so Starbucks trying to be that venue or that gateway to bring those two different demographics or communities together as one.
Would you say that the store has fostered a sense of a safe haven to take away from, the negative perception that's usually attached to that area?
Starbucks, that's a now community center, does so much nurturing of our area for our people that I think it really did change the whole dynamic of Southeast MLK, historic MLK.
The store manager, Ty, really brought that energy to the community. One thing that I know for a fact is that he wanted to make sure that the things that we perceive outside is nowhere near the things that happen inside or around us in the store. So things like when you see people walk in, make sure you speak, hey brother, hey sister, make them feel like you are related to them. Give them that energy, and that's what makes them come back. That's what makes them feel like they're at home when they come to our store.
And I know that this store in particular works with nonprofits in terms of having a lot of charity initiatives. Can you guys speak on that?
When I first got hired, Ty made it very clear that you have to do community service. Don't think you're going to get hired and you're not going to do community service. And it has to be on a consistent basis. And he made it very clear that they partner with Children of Mine, which is up the street. And they do a lot of donations there. So I was like, well, I'm all in. Like, what do we have to do? So he said we will have to prepare trays and we will have to go to the men's shelter. So at first I was like, oh, but then once we did it, it was a mind-blowing experience. And just to be able to talk to the different brothers in the community, just to be able to talk to the director at the time, Howie, just to be able to see the passion and just to be able to see the excitement that just for Starbucks coffee.
Anybody come in, there is always something that we can help with. So there's no reason for us not to. And that's how we really live. That's really the motto. We are the inspiration, the strength, and the hope of the community.
For WHUR Digital, I'm Janae Addison.